In this video, we're going to do a full service on the tire shop and talk about why Snickers, Twix, Kit Kat, and Reese's are the most important candies. Alright guys, we are at our tire warehouse location in Randolph, and we're going to be filling their machines to the max. We've been going through and doing this with a whole bunch of different places. I'm sure you guys have noticed we're filling up the machines as much as we can possibly get them full. That way, when we service them, or actually we're going to be installing credit card readers soon, so we'll know when to service them, which will be great. And these guys didn't have the basics in there. They didn't have like they didn't have your Reese's, your Twix, your Kit Kat. They didn't have all the basics, and I needed to get the basics in there. Sorry about the van, it's quite a mess right now, but I wind up cleaning it up right after this service here. So the Oreos, I just put my hands on the Oreos, and I wanted to mention real fast, they really didn't perform well at the new location. I wound up pulling them, or actually I think we're going to make a video about pulling them out, because they just didn't wind up working out. I was really shocked that I thought they would have done a lot better, but I went a couple weeks without selling them, and I was like, I don't think we're going to keep them. So we've got someone recommended that I tried the Fig Newtons, so we're going to try those, see what happens, see how they do. And got to get the good old bag of chips, 50 count chips. I finally, like it took a long time, but I finally started getting negative feedback on some of the smaller bags of chips. And I want to talk about how to handle that real quick. If you do get negative feedback on the smaller chips, point out your competition's prices on the bigger chips. And that worked really, really well for me. The guy was immediately like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. They just brought them up to $1.50 and you brought your prices down. I see that. The sales, my overall sales increased when I switched over to the smaller bags too. So when you have a higher margin on a product and the sales increase, it's nothing but a win-win. Not everyone's going to be happy with decisions that you make in this business. You got to try to do what you can, but at the same time, you got to stay in business, Like you need to try to operate at a certain margin. If you can't operate at that margin, then is the location really worth having at that point? Like I could see maybe like you would have to be selling a lot of product at low margins in order to make it work. And if you're selling a lot of product at low margins, that means that you're visiting more and you're spending more time working on them. So that's something that comes up. I'm bracing myself for the first time I lose a location. I haven't had that happen yet. But it's something that's bound to happen in this business. So you guys can see he specifically asked me. He wanted to make sure that the Cheez-Its are in there. So we filled that sucker right up with Cheez-Its. I wound up putting in the Famous Amos again with these guys. These guys tore through the Famous Amos. That was another one he requested. He wanted to make sure that we got those. I just counted all the coils because we have the 50 count items there, and I wanted to make sure we got all of them in. I wound up, I probably could have fit. I don't think I could have fit two 50 count bags or two 50 count boxes in there, but I almost wanted to try. It was doing pretty good. But these little 3-wide machines, they'll take quite a bit of product. The 3-wide machines, you have to put the small bags in. If you put big bags in there, they do nothing but get caught on each other and cause problems. I found that out really, really quick getting into this business. People got really upset about that. I supposedly have a combo machine still from the laundromat that was supposed to get refurbished. I'm starting to get pretty irritated. I can't seem to get a hold of the guy, and think my machine might have gotten stolen or something. I'm not sure. There's someone outside honking their horn. I'm not sure what they're honking at. They're still honking. Sorry about that if you can hear it, but people are people. So we got the good old Doritos. I'm gonna pop those suckers in there. It's crazy how many Doritos they put in there. The Doritos sell okay though. It's the Cheetos that bug me. They put so many Cheetos in there. There's no reason for it. I think I wound up moving product around just a little bit to try to fill everything up here. Maybe, possibly, I can't remember. So we still got Fritos. They put a lot of these chili cheese Fritos in there too. Funny thing is, you can't actually, up here, you can't buy those anywhere else in any other way. You can't get them individually. It's kind of interesting to me that you can only get them in the 50 count, which is really strange. So as I'm dubbing over this, there's some buffering happening in my software. I'm not sure if the computer needs to be restarted or if I just need more RAM again. Actually, the computer probably needs to be restarted. I don't think I've started it in a couple of days. But we're getting those guys full up there. I wound up not having quite as many of those as I thought I would have. So usually I put the extras behind all the other bags. That way the machine is never completely empty. So I just tossed a couple in there. Surprise, surprise, we couldn't fill the machine all the way up. I was kind of shocked at that. You know, I wonder... Oh, I wanted to bring this up. The last video that we made here, I forgot to move the labels around. And my buddy said, "Hey, I think you forgot to move your labels around." And I was like, "Nah, I didn't forget to do it." And I went back and watched the video. I was like, "Did I forget to do it?" And I was like, "Nah, I must have gone back and done it afterwards." And then I got here and I was like, "No, I forgot to do it." And I think I had like 3 or 4 different comments telling me that I had forgotten to do it as well. So I genuinely forgot to do that. Thank you guys. I do appreciate you letting me know that I messed up. You never know if you mess up unless someone tells you, or if you notice it yourself, which I'm not sure which one's worse. So I wound up putting 2 rows of the Famous Amos in there, just because I didn't really have another product to put in there, to be honest. This is him telling me right now. He's like, "Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. When you push the lemonade button, a Coke comes out. And when you push the Coke button, the lemonade comes out." And I was like, "Oh, no." My worst nightmare come true. Alright, you guys can see this is pretty empty. We're just going to move everything out. Completely restock this. We have a couple of machines that have been sitting like this for a while. And there has been 1 or 2 commenters in particular that keep... I don't want to use the word bashing. They keep reminding me. They keep reminding me over and over again. "What are you doing? You don't have the Reese's. You don't have the Snickers. What's going on?" And totally right, dude. I don't know what I was thinking not having them. Actually, I know what happened. I just didn't happen to have them with me at that point in time when I was filling the machine up. And then I never got around to it. So now Reese's, Snickers, Twix, and Kit Kats are like must-haves. Gotta have them. They're like the staple of everything. Does anyone else notice that Mars has increased their prices like stupid? Like they're like almost 70 cents a bar now. Selling them for $1 a bar is really difficult. Although in this specific location, my margins are a bit better because sales are slower. My margins are quite a bit better actually. This is the only place that these guys can buy this stuff is up the road, and even up the road they're like $2 a pop. So I charge $1.50 here and like 25 cents for gum. We're gonna fill up them Twix. So these 4 items are must-haves in the vending industry. I have come to learn you've got to have them. So we've got that guy full up, and we're gonna move on to the row below it. I don't think I have any more gum. We are gonna keep the Swedish fish in there. Swedish fish generally do pretty well for me. This location's kind of slow right now anyways. They will pick up the first snowfall. It will be so ridiculous, and I'll probably sell everything. That's actually one of the reasons I'm going around and doing all this right now, is because we're not too far off. I mean, it's October, but we've had snowfall in October before, and when the first snowfall hits, that is when tire shops just go absolutely crazy up here. So we're gonna keep the mounds in there. I actually should not have kept the mounds in there, to be honest, but I happen to have a full thing of them, so filled them up. I've got a little multi-pass, Dallas multi-pass. I just watched that movie the other night. It's a great movie. Fifth Element. Gotta watch it. Alright, so I'll end up using this whole box. I don't think... You guys will see in the collection video in a couple of days. I'm not sure if we really made enough money off of this location to cover what we used, but it's going to be that way with a couple of these locations. I really want to see how these Fig Newtons do. Like, I'm really curious to see how well they do. I didn't put them... I was going to put them in on the new location, the salsa bottling plant, but I decided against it. Actually, I didn't decide against it. I just happened to be coming here first and service this one first. I gotta put a credit card reader on this machine. By the time this is viewed, there will probably be a credit card reader on the soda machine. Snack machine, I believe on this, needs a board upgrade before I can put a credit card reader on it. But I've got 7 of them sitting right next to me, ready to go out onto machines, and I am so pumped about it. You guys have no idea. You guys probably noticed this video is a little bit longer than normal. I do apologize about that. It's a little bit longer because I was legitimately here for quite a while, and if I speed the video up too much, it gets really hard to follow. You get a lot of shakiness. The smoothness goes away. So we're going to hop in here, and the very first thing that we are going to do on this sucker is fix. We're going to fix the tags. I think we also switched some stuff around. Oh my god, did I switch the tags when we did the other stuff? Oh no. I don't know if I did or not. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to move the Mountain Dew, because the Mountain Dew is not selling quite as hardcore as it used to. And it seems like Coca-Cola is really starting to take a hit. So we're going to go grab all the product that we need, and then we're going to come back and we're going to hit it up with the Coca-Cola. We're going to move stuff around. Get it done. Stairs? Pff, who cares? Knock everything over. That's what we'll do. We'll just knock it all over. Alright. So we're going to... I wanted to like really hardcore organize this on the way back, but I decided we'd do it afterwards. What it is there's a lot of empty boxes in there that need to be thrown away. And I don't really throw them away until I've purchased the replacement for them. There's our last lonely box of caramel M&Ms. So I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I want to talk a little bit about it. I really don't like shopping from multiple places. I really, really dislike having to go to multiple stores to shop. We are getting to a point where it's going to be inevitable. I'm going to have to do it. I'm not going to have an option. But I really do dislike doing that. So we're going to grab the rest of the Coca-Cola. I think I actually completely cleared the Coca-Cola out of the van on this one. I did. So I've got enough locations now, and we're servicing them enough that I want to keep like just a base stock in the van, and we'll service. Right now I'm servicing one machine a day. I film it. If I service more than one machine a day, we run into serious battery issues with the camera. Although I have fixed that problem somewhat. There are some locations where I would go through more than one battery, but I've got 3 batteries on standby at this point, and it works a lot. It makes things so much easier. Well, not, yes, it makes it so I catch everything. And the point of me speeding these things up and stuff like that is so you guys literally see everything that I'm doing. Not just snippets and clips here and there of what's going on, but you get to see absolutely everything that's happening. So we're going to pop into this machine. Oh, another thing. I got another machine, guys. We got another machine ready to go out. So I'm going to start advertising for a new location. So we're going to do some more growing. I know. What am I doing? What happened here? Oh, I see what happened here. All right. I need to actually have 2 kinds of those in there, because there's, you see, we have a double row of whatchamacallit. Darn it. Yeah, we have no, we need 3 kinds. We need all 3 of those in there. Darn. I'm gonna have to get all 3 of the Chex Mix in there. So those were those were gonna go bad soon. They're gonna expire soon. I was just like, here you go, have at 'em, guys. All right, now it's time to get to work. Let's do this thing. First things first, we're gonna knock this Sunkist out here. Okay, we're gonna take that Sunkist and we're just gonna throw it into that back column as quick as we possibly can. Okay, as quick as we can. I actually kind of took my time with this location. I wanted to make sure I did everything right, because I totally screwed up before. I didn't totally screw up before. I just forgot to switch the things over. Creating boxes, guys. So the reason I got these 12 packs, I'm not sure if I need to explain it or not, but I will anyways. The reason I have these 12 packs is because it is literally 30 cents cheaper. No, it's 60 cents. It's 60 cents cheaper for me to get 2 12 packs than it is for me to get a 24 pack of those right now. That, and I'm trying to get to a point, like I think I've got enough stock now where I'm at that point, but I'm trying to get to a point where I've got money in the bank, and when a sale comes up, I can just walk into Walmart and be like, hey, I'm buying all of it. I mean, like, all of it. Just walk out with a pallet. Poof. Coming out with stupid amounts of product. So we're gonna... I've been a big component of... or proponent, or... What's the right word for that? I don't even know what the right word is. Of filling the machine all the way. I didn't fill the monster. I probably should have. That's right, guys. Monster's back. Monster is back. It's actually starting to make sales. The convenience stores, I've stopped doing the 2 for $5 deals, and now they're doing 2 for $6 deals, and they're charging like $3.25 a piece for them. So me selling them at $2.50 is pretty reasonable. Although usually when that happens, my cost goes up shortly afterwards. So there's a possibility that could happen. Don't know. We'll find out. So now we're going to take all of the Mountain Dew that we have, and we're going to continue filling up over here. We're going to move our Coca-Cola into... We're going to move our Mountain Dew where the Coca-Cola is and put our Coca-Cola where the Mountain Dew is, because that's already a double column. And we're trying to prevent the Coca-Cola from running out. So if you guys notice, there's only 3 left in there. And if we want to spread our run apart, In order to do that, this machine's going to need to have the Coca-Cola doubled up, because that column, I'm pretty sure we filled that column last time, or maybe we just put 24 in it. I don't know. I can't remember. Either way, we're going to be pushing these apart and servicing them. I think this account's only going to get serviced once a month. In all reality, they're not going to get serviced unless they need to get serviced. I'm not going to drive all the way out to these locations unless they need to be serviced. And with the credit card readers, I'll be able to tell if they need to be serviced or not. Some of my locations, the snack machine will sell out before the soda machine will. But this location here, I'm 100% certain that the soda machine will run out first. So I'm pretty excited to have everything split up, and every time I go visit machines, there actually be like a lot of money in them. I was visiting machines super often for content purposes. Oh, I did move them. Look, bam, I did move them. Good, Jamie. Good job. So we're going to pull the rest of these out, and then we're going to take our Coca-Cola, and we're going to fill it as much as we possibly can. I didn't actually have enough Coca-Cola to fill it up that day. I keep a stock of 2 24 packs in the van. I almost feel like I should keep 4. I keep 4 24 packs of Mountain Dew, so I almost feel like I should keep 4 24 packs of Coke in there. I have a couple locations that are going to have a lot of Coca-Cola, so it's probably something we'll do. Time to fill it up. Good old Coca-Cola. We still got water after this. Yeah, we still got to grab the water after this, and that will be the best of what we got. I'm really excited to get credit card readers on these machines. It's going to be great having the credit card readers on. Really, so I love the fact that we get credit card reader sales. Like, that's awesome. That seems like passive income, because I don't have to do anything to receive the money on those. It just gets deposited into my account every week. But I'm more excited that I can monitor my machine inventory wherever I am. It does not matter. So I can sit there and just look and be like, oh, we don't have any bin outs yet, so I don't need to worry about anything. And just continue on with my day and not worry about it at all. Alright, so we got that. How many more do we got? On the last one yet? I think we've got one more. We've got another one, guys. And another one. And another one. Just gotta keep going. Yeah, there's one more 12-pack. And then we're done. Then we're on to the water. Gotta fill up the water. I actually had Monster in the van. I should have brought it in and taken care of it. The problem is I had to replace, with whatever we collected from this, I had to replace as much of the snack stuff as I possibly could. And I know that I can go a little while without filling the Monster on this machine. There we go. Pop that sucker open. And water. So water is the only bottles that I'm going to be selling anymore. Like, I have a couple of bottles left over that we're going to go through until they're gone. But we're completely done with bottles. I have completely gotten bottles out of all of my locations outside of water. I want your opinions on bottles. What do you think about them? Do you enjoy using them, or what's your idea with the whole bottle thing? I'm not a super big fan of them personally, but we're gonna come back, throw everything back in the van, and I think at that point we're gonna go ahead and call it a day, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Bear Squad, peace out, love life, live your dreams.